God, here we go, dude. Here we go. It's time. It's actually time. I can't believe it. Oh, credits. That's it. That's the end of the stream, chat. That's the end of the stream. Oh, there you go.
Hi.
Let me know if I need to turn it up, by the way. I'm actually going to turn up right now.
Folks, we got a show for you. They're still coming.
Oh, yeah.
That,
Come on in. There's still room. Pyramid Head's at the back there.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
I forgot the dude's name. I think it's Eric. I love him.
So
I think
in
he's
the
awesome.
biz, they call that a hype trailer. Seems that it worked. I felt pretty hype coming out of that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary live stream spectacular from PAX East in
No, Pyramid Head chilling in the
Boston,
back. Yeah,
Massachusetts.
he needs a break from he needs a break from killing, bro. He needs a break from killing.
This is one of my favorite events every year, but I haven't been here for a good decade. What's
fancy.
happening?
I would look fancy if I was hosting.
Is the unknown? Is the unknown here?
Wait, the unknown? There's an unknown. Oh my god, dude, that's so awesome.
It's a great event. I used to live in Boston, Massachusetts.
Got my breakfast. Oh, what did you get?
But for some reasons out of our control, we haven't come for a number of years.
Yeah.
There was a global thing that happened.
Yeah. But yeah, PAX has always been very special for us. It's not only is it an amazing place to be, it's just awesome to be with our people here.
Oh, because that sounds good.
It's where it
that
all
sounds
began
really good
for us, right?
Enjoy that. Enjoy that.
9 years ago, we had the smallest little booth you can get in the corner there, and then we showed our little game to people. We didn't have much back then. We were a team of 30 people. We had a dream. We had stars in our eyes.
Look at that. Wowzers.
Oh, Jiminy Jillikers. But we had this little gem of a game, you know, this strange asymmetrical multiplayer game where 4 people are trying to escape a nightmare while someone is trying to murder them all. And somehow it resonated. People understood what we were bringing, and it worked.
It worked indeed. And you know what? We dove right into it. If no one knows, you should be ashamed. But this man right here, his name is Matt Cote, our head of partnerships on Dead by Daylight. And my name's Eric Pope. I'm the community director on Dead by Daylight, and I'm very happy you're here.
I'm looking at the audio mix, so I'm going to turn it down on
So
stream
as
just
Matt
a little
was
bit.
saying, PAX specifically
tiny
is
bit.
very important.
That is all right, you
Matt,
guys.
I don't know if you know this. We've gone back to the archives, not those archives.
That should be good. That should be good.
Our archives. We've gone back to our archives. Calm down. And we found a little clip of Matt from the very first one. So why don't we roll that?
How many killers, how many survivors are you hoping to add? A lot more, or?
Yes, many, many more. The idea has always been when you start the game, you don't know who you're up against, you don't know what powers are going to be facing you, you don't know which map you're going to be in, and the other survivors, you don't know what abilities and perks and whatnot they're going to bring.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Look where we are now, chat. Look where we are now.
Let's have a hand for Matt's
Five Nights at
eyebrows.
Freddy's coming out.
2016 eyebrows were very bushy. I love it. So I like to think the team delivered on what you said, and now we are in a place where we have 38 killers. 38 survivors, 45. Jesus, I have it backward. 38 killers, 45 survivors.
38
and,
killers.
Insane.
A billion perks.
About 1 billion perks, and
Close
so
enough.
many really, really awesome
More
licenses
like
that came to join
2
us
million,
over the
but you
years.
know.
Yeah, so I think you have always said it's kind of a love letter to the 70s and 80s horror movies that we all love. What really kicked it off on the partners licensing side was Mr. Michael Myers, right?
Yes, Halloween. There are a few here, I believe. Halloween was the very first time we brought in.
Dude, the fact that they got the
some
Halloween
legacy
chapter, by the
horror,
way, like that quickly was awesome.
Many more followed after that.
Yeah, Leatherface, Chucky, Alien,
Ghostface, Stranger Things,
Ash from Evil Dead.
and on and on.
Yes, and on it rolls.
Yeah, one of the big milestones for us was probably like Silent Hill.
True.
Silent Hill was the very first time we had a video game chapter, and for us, it meant quite a lot because Silent Hill and Resident Evil specifically were games that inspired a lot of us on the team to make video games, right? They were with us when we were young, and being able to work with these people to create something in our game that they were proud of, that they thought their fans would enjoy, was so validating and humbling, honestly.
We should do more with them, I agree.
Yes.
I'm just saying, that's my opinion.
Wait.
Just a guy's opinion. I just realized, by the way, I want to apologize to this half
Resident
of the
Evil
room,
3
'cause I'm just looking
confirmed
over here.
by
at Matt.
Eric
Okay,
Pope.
I'm looking at them.
Hi.
Not actually, but
Yeah, you get Matt's face, which is better in the end anyway. Or you can look at me up there. Sorry. So yeah, iconic licenses, Matthew. It's a nice segue actually to our show today. We've made add another or
micro
some?
camera shake.
Yes.
Listen, it happens, right?
Well, then let's, without further ado,
Yeah, what are we
dive into
gonna
the
talk
run of
about today?
show to tell you what we're actually going to talk about instead of Matt and I just rambling. So if you want to put that up on the screen, we're going to kick things off whenever you want with Jose
Whenever you
and
want. Wow.
Justin to
Not the
talk
shade.
about the upcoming content
Yeah,
roadmap.
I've seen this. This is weird, dude.
As well
the
as,
choose your own chapter
quality
is
of
so
life updates.
confusing. The choose your own
Stop
chapter
it.
one, I'm not sure. We'll see though.
After that, Dave and I will be back to give you more details on the next chapter, which is, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
What?
I think it's just cosmetics, by the way, chat. I think it's just
They
cosmetics.
said it could never happen.
They said we shouldn't do it.
We're doing it. Doing it live. After that, we've got fan favorite Rosalie to introduce you to some amazing upcoming collections that are coming to the game.
Where's Dork? Where's Dork?
And then my favorite, Dave, no shame on you.
No, that's not.
Dave is coming back after that, and he's going to tell you about another one of our original chapters that we're going to do that has a major twist.
It's a little
to it.
spoiled on the picture right there. It says
Yep.
choose your own chapter, but just pretend you don't know what it means.
Pretend you can't read.
I can't
So
read.
I think that's enough. We can get things rolling
sorry,
now.
sorry,
Thank
chat.
you,
I
Matt.
can't
Just
read you
leave.
guys. What the hell?
I'm just going to leave now.
Well, but he's
Sorry,
going to
that
come back. Don't worry.
quality
Matt,
was
I'll be
really
back.
bad
Matt's
for a
not done
sec.
with the show by a long shot. Thank you, Matt.
Have fun.
We will. We will.
And now we'll
100%.
welcome Justin Brown and Jose Ramos.
Hell yeah.
Welcome, guys.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Jose is our executive producer on
Yeah,
Dead
the
by
camera
Daylight.
shake when
He's the
they
vice
zoom in is
president as
weird.
well,
This is
for
interesting.
People who care about that sort of thing. Justin is our senior director of product management. If you don't know what that means, he cares a ton about the game, actually. He's kind of one of the main people that my team talks to from the community team to help make changes happen in the game. And so that's why they're here, because yes, we have the content roadmap that we're going to talk about, which is cool and new stuff, but also, more importantly to me, quality of life. The quality of life initiative couldn't have happened without these guys.
Yes, absolutely. It
Yeah,
is
that's
one
like the
way
most
to do my
underrated
very
part.
first live stream, so that's pretty amazing. Thank you, thank you. I think I will tell my kids that there were 12,000 people also. That's something like that. So yeah, as you said, I think we want to give you a sneak peek of our content roadmap leading us to the 10th year anniversary, which is crazy just to
10
say
years.
it. We will also give you an update
We're
on our
90% of the way.
efforts, as you mentioned, something incredibly important for us, hopefully for you, and we'll make sure to give you all the details.
Yes, of course. And before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out, a thank you to the incredible Dead by Daylight team back home. It is because of their hard work and passion that we're able to deliver this content and this quality, year after year.
Shout out to the DVD team.
Hell yeah. You know what? The DVD team has done a pretty good job this year. So
Watching-
shout out DVD team.
While they work, I hope. So, sorry, that's loud. I told
Good job for the
everyone
most
we're gonna
part,
do
obviously.
Quiet mic, I'm very loud. Why don't we talk about some of the highlights of the past year, Jose, real quickly?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of highlights, of course. I think the main focus was to bring things that you have waited for many, many, many years. I think the main one, of course, is 2v8. So bringing 2v8 to life was something that
Dude, the fact
we
that
really
2v8 is
wanted
like
to achieve.
nearly a year old.
Progression is something
July,
that
right?
also
Was the
you
first
waited
one.
for a very long time, and that now you can have. From a content standpoint, I think between Vecna, Dracula, Killer with a Dog, but also the very most recent chapter that we released with Tokyo Ghoul was one of the most popular chapter ever, really, that we have had. And
Yeah,
it
it
was
did
quite
really, really
amazing
good.
for us.
It did
And I think
really
you're a
good.
big anime fan, so you probably felt.
Yeah, and honestly, not only that, but the way we managed to bring the anime into the art sale of DBD, I think the team.
So
made
many
really
people were
amazing
saying how it
job.
didn't
Yeah,
fit.
that
They
was
did
really, really
really good.
Shout out to our anime fans.
cool. Many of them.
Our anime fans in Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you for indulging me.
But also, you know, this chapter gave us a chance, an excuse to travel to Japan for the first time in a very long time. It was long overdue. I think Dave, Matt, and the rest of the team spent really quality time with them, and that's really what we want to do a bit more. You know, spending time with our community, going to events like this one.
Oh my
And
God, you see
more to come. We went
Springtrap in the
Scotland
crowd?
recently.
Is that-
we went
is
Sao
that-
Paulo for Gamescom Latam
Is
just
that
last week. And
like
again, we will
a
be there
hint that maybe in the
more
next
events.
chapter's Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, and to not confuse you, actually,
never
we
know.
did release another chapter after Tokyo Ghoul just this week.
Parasite
with
Lava.
the unshakable EMT Aurora Rose.
No, the
Very
roadmap
cool.
is good. I like the roadmap. I want to see the FNAF chapter, don't get me wrong, but I like the
Though I
roadmap.
imagine most of you have seen it already, we're still going to take just a minute to watch her amazing trailer. So,
Yeah, the trailer was really good.
You're gonna be all right.
The trailer's really good. I like it. Dude, people were simping over Nia. Like Nia in this animation, people really liked.
This cannot possibly be real. My name is Aurora. I'm here to help.
Hell yeah. Very cool survivor. Love Aurora.
Yeah. We got to do a lot of fun teasers for Aurora, so it was really cool to see people kind of fall
Teasers
in love
were
with her
cool,
before they
yeah.
even knew who she was. So we know people like teasers. We've heard that, so we're going to try to keep doing more teasers in the future. So thank
Sure.
you.
Good. The teasers
And one last thing
yeah.
about Aurora, actually, I think you see it on
Oh,
the
yeah,
screen
this
right
as well.
now. Very, very, very happy we're able to do this. We're running a charity initiative right now based on Aurora with the St. Justine Foundation in Montreal. They help sick kids. So it's running already in-game. It's going until the 27th of May.
Yeah, they accidentally
All you have to do, if you haven't already,
did this
is
for Airy
purchase
Shots, but
one or both of those beautiful outfits in the game with orc cells, please, orc cells. And 100% of the proceeds are going to that amazing
yeah, they
foundation,
made a
which was
mistake when
important
they
to us. It's a local
accidentally
one in
gave it
Montreal.
for Airy Shots.
Thank you. We actually have a twist coming up in that campaign, too. Stay tuned. Aurora marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar. So we're going to
Ooh,
dive
yeah.
in now to the Year 10
Yes.
Right, this is the time when I try to bite my tongue and not give you guys any spoilers. Sorry. I will say we have
Wait, there's
5
a new
chapters,
map.
3 will be licensed.
There's a
2 will
new
be
map for the
original.
FNAF.
Of course,
Wait,
the next chapter you guys already know. It's Five Nights at Freddy's.
wait, July, 2 night licensed survivors. 2 licensed.
It's a killer and a map, but Dave and Matt are going to be up to talk way more about that.
Wait, the
just
next
after
3
us.
chapters
We're
are.
gonna
Oh, wait,
follow
no,
that
no.
up with
September
another
chapters
licensed chapter that will
original.
feature 2 iconic survivors. I won't reveal who they are today, but you guys are going to love it for sure.
Aw,
And then
dude.
finally, we're going to end the summer with an original chapter, the first one of the year.
Yeah,
It's going
new
to be on one
killer,
of
new
our favorite
survivor.
themes,
Pretty
which is
cool.
Folklore, Asian horror
Folklore.
specifically.
Asian
it's gonna
horror
be one of
folklore.
the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we cannot wait to get it into your hands.
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool.
Very messy.
Wait, November's
We
a
will
licensed
close out
chapter
the year
2 with
one
new
big
killer
licensed
and
chapter
2
with
new.
not 1 but 2 survivors. And the last one is actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there is no killer in there, and that's because there will be a survivor, but also
Wait,
a
really?
new realm that we know you are going to love. I wish I could spoil
Wait,
more.
chat, that's
Not
the
yet there,
first-
but we will talk about it in the
That's the
future.
first
And
chapter
there will
they've
also
ever
be
done?
a twist on an existing
Like an
killer.
actual
The point
chapter with no killer.
Also of this is because killer requires so
Ooh.
much effort. We again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us.
That's-
That,
you know what? I'm happy
we
with
kind
that
of
there.
focus on that.
Yes. which
What is
thank
a
you for
realm?
the
A realm is
segue,
like, it's not
Jose.
like,
So for
a
some
realm
of
is
you, of course,
basically
the
a
content is what
new
drives
map.
you
So
and
like,
excites you, the new content that comes to DBD.
like
But, I also think for a
Greenville
lot of
and
you,
Garden of
myself
Joy are
included, who,
both in the same
I
realm, if you get what I
community
mean.
every day, the quality of the game, the quality of health of the game is just as important as the new stuff. So
'Cause they're
that's
both,
what we're going to talk about now.
with the same offering.
Like I said earlier, I'm really psyched that this is being prioritized. As Jose just mentioned, we've even
So
taken a
completely new
decision
map,
here and there
completely
to
new
adjust
stuff.
the schedule of the year's releases based around doing more work on quality of life. So, Jose, why don't you take it away?
Yeah. So again, success of DBD is about the community. And so this year, what we really want is to get all that feedback, to have more conversation than ever, to apply that feedback and to improve the overall experience of DBD. We think, and we're going to show with some details, that we have made great progress.
Not a
but
new
that
map,
doesn't
but
mean
new
that we are not going
locations
to
for
meet some
maps.
hiccups. The last
Yeah,
release that
but
we
it
just
will
had,
come with like
we
a new
know
map, if you get what I
brought
mean.
bugs on some of the killers.
Can't wait for the FNAF
And that's
map, dude. The
something
fact that
we
a
want to
map is
react
coming with
very
it is
quick,
awesome.
on. There is a lot more to come that, again, we are going to give a lot of details on.
Yeah, and just to mention on this week's release, maybe a little rocky, we are holding our hot fix schedule a couple extra days so we can get more fixes into it. Still coming next week, hoping
Yeah.
to fix as many of
That's good.
the bumps in the road that we ran across with this week's release.
Because, yeah, this update was
course.
really buggy,
If
but
you've watched the live streams over the last couple of years, this is the moment when
trying.
I would usually tell you about the 4 pillars we based our roadmap on. But this year, we're doing things differently. It's all around one central North Star, which is to make sure that Dead by Daylight is respecting our players' time. And so all of our focus is really about delivering on that promise to you guys as the players.
Yes, and actually I want to mention we've already started rolling out the quality of life stuff. The first major feature of it was the abandoned feature, which went out last release. It was
Chat.
pretty well received. We got also a lot
Who
of
do you
great
think the
feedback on
license
how we can
chapter
tweak
for
it to
November will be?
even better. So,
A killer and
it's
2
been a
licensed
cool way to
survivors.
kick off the initiative.
a
and,
licensed killer and 2
a
licensed
big feature that helps
survivors.
to address some issues.
Of course.
And it's a
the
big-
most
it's a
recent
big one as well,
despite
apparently.
Some of the issues that you know are already there. We did fix some critical issues. The skill check release window, which had been sort of a plague for a long time, finally resolved. The unhook spam exploit resolved. We also finally added perk previews, which we had tested.
Everyone
a
is saying
long
one
time
with 2
ago.
survivors
Not
is
to be confused with
supernatural.
Seeing your survivor teammates perks, which is something we'll do
What,
later
just
in the
2
year as
survivors
well.
or 2 survivors and killer?
And then the sort of controversial quest system, we do plan on monitoring that. The intention is never to make it more grindy. In fact, it should be the opposite, if anything. So we're going to look at the numbers. We're going to see if there's tweaks we have to make on the quest
Just the
system.
2 survivors?
But we're
That
really
would be
happy
pretty
that
cool.
You can finally make progress on
Yeah,
more
that
than
would
one
make
quest
sense.
in a match. In addition to removing that awkward pain point you've probably all experienced where you load into a match and then say, oh no, I already completed my last quest. Now I can't make any progress on any quest in this match. So that's finally
True.
removed and resolved with this new quest system.
I like the quest system,
so we've
but
got an
obviously
asset we
the
can put up on the
fragments are a
screen to
little bit
help us with the
underwhelming.
next section.
But luckily they said they're going to fix that.
Yes.
There it is.
So a bunch of stuff in that screen. I'm not going to go through it all, but a few ones that I really want to highlight is everything you see in blue. So in green is what we have released. In blue is what is going to actually be released just in June. So very, very soon around the corner.
Oh,
A
all
few,
of these are going to
few
be
ones
released
that
in
I wanted
June.
to highlight. One
Gamma
is, for example,
settings,
the
go
gamma
next,
setting. We know that it can
prevention,
be tough,
Onion body
when it comes to the
blocking.
darkness level of some
Ooh,
map,
that's
and being
cool.
able,
Okay, cool.
especially for console players, to be able to deal with those gamma settings is again going to go a long way. The go next prevention is quite important. Encouraging
Good stuff.
survivors to not give up at first hook is really something that we want to fix and improve. And one last one, sorry, that I wanted to discuss a bit more in details is the bulk blood point spending. I was watching the stream of one of my favorite content creators just a few days ago with the release of Orella. She was super excited, saved millions and dozens of millions of blood points. And it takes a while. It takes a long time to spend those blood points. So being able
Yeah, I know who they're
spend
talking
them
about.
in
They
a
did
matter of
separate
2
streams.
seconds is,
They
I
did
think,
separate streams
again,
of spending the
small step
BP.
for DBD,
'Cause it
massively
takes that
for
long.
DBD players for sure.
And this is how we find out I'm not your favorite content creator? Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. No, that's great. I've had a few people come to the booth here at PAX just talking about the bulk blood point spending too. So glad that that's almost here.
Almost
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
Oh yeah, and no, actually there is another one, which is custom game improvement. So this one is actually, for me, a cool story. Is we had
Custom match, yeah.
Custom
It's just-
matches.
can you move the mic? You move the mic when you talk. I want to make sure everyone hears Jose. Custom match improvements.
Custom match improvement. Yes, we had a really great conversation with tournament organizers, with some content creators, in order to understand what they really wanted. And the list was really good, but then we asked, but what is the top priority that we have? Because we want to make sure that we will be quick to deliver on this. And we have identified those, and they wanted to move from 1 spectator slot to 5 spectator slots. They wanted to have hotkeys to be able to shift pretty easily from one player to another, and we are going to bring those things right into this June release as well. So happy to go fast on this one.
Yeah, and of
Cool
course,
stuff.
that's not where we're going to end with custom match. That's just what we're delivering in June. In the future, throughout the year, we're going to add more customization options to custom match, including the ability to start selecting limited time event modes in custom match specifically, which will be very cool.
What about
That's kinda
2v8?
cool.
Can that be in custom
And-
match too?
Yes, it will include 2v8 in
Oh,
custom.
yeah.
What? Wait, you can do custom 2v8? That's actually kind of
Dave liked
sick.
that one. Or maybe that was Matt. So we built this
Dave.
list. My team got to be really involved in building this list based on your feedback that we've seen out in the community over years, some of these things. And we're going to continue doing that. So continue giving us your
That's
feedback,
awesome.
even as they release, like the abandoned feature. We know you don't get it one and done. We want to iterate and make them as good as they can be. So keep that up. It's not just lip service. Your feedback is super, super important. So thank you for that. And now, phase 2. We've already talked about stuff that people generally knew about. Now we can get into the second half of our quality of life
Yes,
initiative.
yes.
Yeah, of course. And so phase 2 is meant to take us through to the end of the
wait,
year
look at
and
that.
even beyond. And we are going to deliver a little bit more than we had even previously communicated on.
Dude,
So I guess I'll give it to
quality of
Jose to
life
tell us a bit more.
2v8, play while you
so
wait.
the first thing that you can see on the screen, all the measures that we want to take in order to
Oh.
improve camping, slugging, tunneling. We will
That's
actually give you
awesome.
more details in the coming weeks and in the coming months. We want to do it right. It's something that we want to carefully craft, and we want to also discuss more with our community and our content creators to make sure, again, we do it right.
I'm gonna go
There is
too
things
overboard
like
with
the
it,
keyboard
but
and
yeah.
mouse support that we are going to bring actually in the summer, along with balance changes for map and keys that you are going to give us more details on.
Right. So map and keys, for the longest time, we've had 5 survivor items, of which only 2, maybe 3 have felt relevant. There's been these 2 sort of semi-relevant map and key items for a long time.
True.
We wanted to give survivors a big update. We always update killers. We don't do a lot for survivors. We're going to change that. Map are going to change to be basically a consumable version of Windows of Opportunity, if you can imagine that, which is very cool. And then keys are going to focus on revealing the killer's aura. They will still open the hatch. And there's also going to be some new gameplay related to the chests that the keys take.
Oh. Wait, the chests that the keys take?
Ooh, people like
This
that.
So you
next
can
one's
use
also
keys to
gonna be an
open chests?
Yeah, I guess so. So in addition to bug fixes, there's a bunch of things we're super excited to tackle. The first, probably the biggest, is an MMR revamp. We've been hearing you guys complain about it for a long time. We really want to focus on making sure that MMR takes into account the actions you take in a game and how you play, as opposed to the current black and white of survival.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
yeah.
a really big change coming to MMR.
Wait, that's
We've
huge.
heard it. We're excited to deliver that. We're going to
MMR revamp, people.
That's huge, you know? So
If you don't know what that means, it's matchmaking, ranking.
the
and
the person that's hiding in the corner and waiting to end game.
For the first time ever,
With Soul
in an
Survivor.
update, we're going to introduce a new survivor item this summer, which will be very cool. Rate and decor,
Wait, what?
it'll be exciting.
A new
Of course,
survivor
we're
item?
bolstering our anti-cheat
Oh, God.
measures because that's always a problem. We're going to start showing you queue time, estimated queue time, which we don't do right now, which will be great this
Ooh.
summer.
Okay, that's okay.
And
That's pretty good.
As much as we all love 2v8, we all know that there's one very, very, very big problem with 2v8, and that's how long you have to wait as a killer to get into a match.
Is a
12,
gun?
13, 14
Needed,
minutes
bro,
sometimes.
needed.
Not on the next iteration, but the one coming in the summer, we're going to introduce a play while you queue feature. So you can queue up as killer. While you're queued up as killer, you can play matches as survivor in 2v8. While you wait, it'll hold your spot in line. You come back to the lobby, and you're ready to queue up as your killer.
There you go.
You don't have
That's
to just
awesome.
sit there and look at the lobby screen for 12, 13, 14 minutes anymore.
Just a note on that, that's coming very soon.
Nice. I suppose, you know, that means, you know,
It's coming very soon, but not
next
in
2v8.
the next iteration of 2v8, which is even ultra soon. So
Yes.
the next 2v8.
I think I
Just
know
so
when the
your
next 2v8
expectations are
is,
set.
but I'm going to keep my mouth shut for the meantime.
One last thing, we do need to wrap it. I got the wrap it up signal about 5 times now. If you're a content creator in the audience, we also have some quality of life for you. We are overhauling the Dead by Daylight creator program completely. And that's going to include what's called a support a creator system, which maybe you know from other video games. It allows you to support your favorite creator. The idea is
That's awesome.
that is be a wide way for pretty much any deserving creator to be able to work with us, get stuff from us, and get rewarded. So stay
Hell
tuned.
yeah,
We're going to
dude.
talk a lot more
That's
about
awesome.
that in our next broadcast later this month or next month. And I do need to wrap up now, guys. So thank you so much for joining us. You want to
Chat,
say?
it's enough time, by the way.
Awesome, thank you.
I think you okay for me to go?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think some people here want to hear about Five Nights at
Okay,
Freddy's.
listen.
So we are going to let that happen and bring out Dave and Matt to tell you all about
Oh my
it.
god, what?
Thank you, everybody.
Dude, I'm so excited, man. Show me the trailer. Show me the trailer. I'm just reading hat. Thank you, Weeb. Oh, I can't believe it, man. My heart's racing, dude. My heart's actually racing, bro.
Hello, PAX.
Isn't it awesome to be back here?
It's amazing to be back here. It's nice to see you, even though I don't see quite well. It's nice to see you in person. Also, hi to everybody watching us online. And shout out to all the cosplayer. I've seen some of them. They're amazing. You know, especially Mr. Unknown somewhere there. Amazing. But I don't see anything, so, right?
After.
Yeah. All right, so of course being here is pretty special, and we're here, it's perfect that we're here to announce and to reveal a little bit more of our top requested, you know, of all time of the history of Dead by Daylight, the top requested license.
Yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy is our next chapter, as we've said. It is one of those crazy games. It's such an amazing story. They released about 10 years ago, just like we did. It was one of the first little indie horror games. Today, it is a gigantic behemoth of a game and universe, actually. And we are thrilled to have Five Nights at Freddy's universe finally come into the fog.
I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. I need to see it.
So of course,
Show me.
the
Stop
team has had
talking.
a blast
Show me.
creating this chapter. It's such an amazing universe to explore. And I just wanted to say really quickly that, you know, we do survey. We survey our community to know what you want out of licenses and content, and we listen to it. And Five Nights at Freddy's has been the top of the list for the longest time.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's such a big community, man.
What are we doing with Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, okay, so let's start and reveal our new killer. Let's
Dude.
show that bad boy.
Chat. This spring. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I mean, look at him. Dude, come on, man. Yo,
you
Chicken
like
Bake,
that?
thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well.
Okay.
Dude.
Well, thank you for that.
man.
So I guess
That's the end of the
we
stream.
made the
I don't
right
even need to
choice.
stream anymore. I'm happy. I'm seeing
yeah,
Springtrap
it was
is
obvious
awesome,
to
bro.
us too. Of course, Springtrap is the ultimate villain of the series. And for the first time ever, you'll be able to be in the suit. Isn't that amazing? You'll be the killer. You'll be Springtrap.
He will be known as the animatronic in our game.
Absolutely, yes.
The animatronic.
So,
Makes
the
sense. Makes
the
sense.
animatronic. Today, we won't go into the power or the perks. Yeah, we're not revealing. We're not
Okay,
revealing
no, I don't
a
mind
lot,
that.
but we'll show some screenshots later. And if you watch closely, you might see
Screenshots.
something very interesting. We're adding on top of the killer a very interesting survivor and killer mechanic that's quite unique to this chapter.
Oh.
That will appear every time you play as Springtrap or that you face Springtrap. So you might get a clue about this. So obviously,
me the images now.
we will reveal more of that in a couple of weeks in another stream.
Dude,
But
I just
I
can't
wanna say
believe it,
that
man.
The power and the perks are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes. Now, one of the other ways that we like to bring authenticity to the content that we create is with cosmetics, of course. And there are going to be a few really cool ones as we release this. But there's one we absolutely need to talk about today. A legendary outfit for Springtrap that we will have will be taken directly from the movie, and we're going to show a little thing.
Oh my god! It's wait! Oh my god! No way, dude! Oh nah! It's Willy!
So-
what?
Of course, you may have noticed on screen there, this is the yellow rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented Matthew Lillard.
It's
So we-
Matthew Lillard. I can play as Matthew Lillard in the hit game Dead by Daylight. No way,
get it
dude! Oh my god! Dude.
Not only are we going to have his pretty face in the
Nah,
game,
bro,
but
yeah.
he was nice enough to record all the voiceover for the characters.
Dude, I'm buying it. I'm buying. Yeah. I RP my bank account, bro. I RP my bank account.
That's exactly what I said when I heard that.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I do the stupidest thing ever. The way I get into this thing is I do like an ape thing. So hold on a sec.
You missed the whole thing. Yeah, they revealed Springtrap. There's gonna be a legendary skin.
Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
Dude, come on, man. Callista, me too.
Fun.
He is such a cool guy.
So
Dude,
as you've
shout out
seen,
Matthew
there
Lillard,
is
man.
no
What a
survivor
guy.
in this chapter. But but there is a map.
There is a map. There is a map.
Yeah, thank you. We couldn't do this without, of course, the iconic location of Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria.
Yeah, I mean, come on, right? You have to.
You have things? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Is this a Greenville map?
So we
Is this
took
a
inspiration
Greenville?
from the first game. So,
sorry, not Greenville, you get what I
most
mean.
of it.
Wait, look at the animatronics. Look at them.
So instead of looking at it through camera, you're actually going to walk in it. And it's filled with Easter eggs,
Dude,
surprises,
come on.
and of course, jump scares.
Look at them, bro. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's what's it called?
And there's also one
I forgot what the round's
fantastic-
called.
Oh, well, I'll let you react to this a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, it is. It literally is. It is.
It is cool. It's an awesome map. The team
Oh
did
my
great.
god, bro.
Can't wait for you to play into it.
I am,
So
dude.
there's also something very, very cool, a quality of life feature that we're adding with this chapter. We will have a separate queue where you'll be able to go exclusively in this map.
Oh, okay.
And that's something that's going to be present for every upcoming map in the future also.
Yeah, let us know if you actually like the feature, and that's what we'll do. All right.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, if everybody hates it, we'll take it out, but we try to listen, is what I'm saying.
They are cooking. They're
what
cooking,
else?
bro.
Well, I think we're actually out of time on this one, so it's okay. There's going to be a big stream. Also, you should know, especially there might be a few people here who are big fans of Five Nights at Freddy that do not know Dead by Daylight so well yet. So go check out our socials, check our newsletter. We will be teasing quite a lot and giving a lot more information in the weeks leading up to the
Like, I'm so
actual
sad
release.
it's like,
So right now,
like I'm so
Dave and I
happy,
will
but I'm so
scoot.
sad that I don't know
Dave will be
everything.
back later,
You know?
Don't worry. And right now we'll leave the room to Rose and Eric to take you through some of the really cool collections coming this year.
Collections as well. So they said that there's going to be collections for FNAF, but that Matthew Lillard one was just one of them, which is crazy. Dude, that's
What is it we're
awesome.
removing? We're removing the map? No? Okay. I couldn't hear backstage. So 5 Nights at Freddy's, huh? Wow.
We're so back, chat. We're so back.
How do we follow that?
I have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you how, Rose. With upcoming collections.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
See?
if they
Thanks for joining us, Rose.
if they
Rose is,
have this
as often as we
chapter,
can, we get her on stream to share the cool cosmetics.
and
that
it's
are planned,
like
and today
there's
is no
there's barely
exception.
any bugs. Like
So
they
why don't we
do
dive in?
really
Because
well.
this show is
It's going
running
to be the
fast,
best chapter
very
of Dead
quickly.
by Daylight history.
So
Like there's
speaking of very quickly, I
nothing.
want to remind people or let
that
people
would
know
top
maybe
it.
for the first time, about a year ago, we did a community contest where people got to submit designs for killers and survivors, among with other things. And they've just started rolling out in this week's update. So I think we have a little image or video. Maybe. We got Jake Lone Wolf. Jake Lone Wolf outfit by Fairy
I need
Kun,
that Singularity
Little Friend
skin so
Badge
bad,
by
bro.
Yuki Yamato, and Singularity Death Top by It's Your Boy. You may have heard some discussion about the Singularity, that it's missing something on its face. Should we add the frowny face back to that?
Wait.
Now
Are
we
they?
have to. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Oh wait, they are.
This is how community people pressure the devs to do things.
Just for you, though. Just for you.
So they're
Thank
adding,
you, Rose.
they're
So
adding
we'll
it
be
back.
doing that, so stay
That's
tuned.
cool. That's cool.
And we have a
Okay.
bunch more winners.
I
that we'll be
wasn't too
rolling out
upset
in
by it,
rifts
by the way. I
throughout
wasn't
the
too
year,
upset that they
so
didn't add
thanks
the
again to
face,
everyone who
but-
submitted. We're going to be doing another one. Stay tuned.
I mean,
So-
yeah.
Cosmetics, sorry for shouting. So there's a really exciting one, Rose, that, taps into maybe a video game relevant audience.
Yeah, I noticed
So,
already.
As you guys might already know, we love dark fantasy at Dead by Daylight. As you can tell from our Fortune and Fog and Dungeons and Dragons
Some people are
chapters,
going to be so hyped
now
about
we're
this.
super thrilled to be inviting another incredible fantasy world into the world of Dead by Daylight with...
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
The Witcher. Yeah.
You guessed it, the
IGN
Witcher collection coming out on
posted
June
it early,
3rd.
bro.
June 3rd, very soon.
So I can say that now, but IGN posted it early. I
So
swear to
fans of
God.
The Witcher, of which I am one, you're one, and I hope we got some other, it sounds like we have some other Witcher fans here. It's a cosmetic collection of 6 new Witcher-themed outfits coming to the Fog.
Exactly. And of the 6, there are
6?
2 legendary outfits. The first one being the Leshen outfit for the artist.
Oh my God, that is
And
sick.
of course, Geralt of Rivia outfit for Vittorio.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wait, that artist skin is awesome.
So one of the best parts of Geralt's outfit is that it comes with a great new batch of voice lines recorded specifically by Doug Cockle, the character's original voice
yeah, dude.
actor.
I've never played The
Shout
Witcher,
out to Doug Cockle, any
but
fans of him.
yeah, I
He's
know
actually
about
in
it,
attendance at
100%.
PAX this weekend I saw. He's down in the signing area, so go meet him after the show.
And that's not all. In
That's
the
not all.
collection,
100%
we
weeb,
also
100%.
have very rare outfits for Yennefer,
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Ciri,
Oh, Cliff's gonna be
Triss
happy about that one.
Marigold,
Yeah.
and Eridan.
That's cool. That's cool. They
So
cooked.
stay tuned. We'll release more info on our socials later.
They cooked,
I actually didn't
totally.
know we're going to show all those. That's great. We change things at the last minute a lot of times. So those look fantastic.
Dope night skin,
I'm
yeah.
excited.
They
Just a
cook with
note
the night
about,
skins, I would,
if
man.
you're
They cook with the
wondering
night
if you're
skins.
kind of-
Except the Rift one. That Rift one was kind of
Been to this
odd.
game. His medallion, Geralt's medallion, the eyes light up in the Witcher. That's not going to happen in our game, so the entity doesn't want him to have kind of a...
Suppresses all magical powers.
Yeah, so in case people were wondering.
Awesome, bro.
Okay, so...
We also have some super cool Witcher-themed rewards attached to an upcoming Chaos Shuffle event coming out at the same time. And one of them
Wow, Chaos Shuffle, guys.
is this
Fuck.
Amazing
I swear to
Geralt
God.
in the top player
Chat,
card.
I am unfriending you if I see you wear this. If I see you with this banner, I hope you know that.
This, so enjoy.
Nixie, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Nixie.
Content has been met for the show. So yes, June 3rd, it is right around the corner. Get psyched. But we still have some more to show you of other things.
It's banner made just for me. I know.
So
Nixie
our friend
banner.
Matt, you just saw, a tall guy, big bushy eyebrows back in the day. He did a TV show with the Boulet brothers called Dragula.
Oh, are they actually going to reveal it? Or like, they're
episode,
actually
which
going
was
to
flipping
release
cool,
it?
And why not turn it around and now bring them into Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, it was super cool. I'm jealous of Matt. But they also have a video to talk to us about it.
All right.
This is Dracula and Swantula, your queens of darkness, the Boulet brothers, and we are so excited about our crossover with Dead by Daylight. One of my favorite episodes of the show is when we did our Dead by Daylight challenge, and our cast had to come up with looks worthy of becoming a new killer skin in Dead by Daylight.
The Boulet Brothers collection will feature 2 outfits. The first is the iconic outfit for the Huntress, modeled after the winning design for
Oh,
the
it's
episode.
Huntress?
The second is the Boulet Brothers artist outfit for the artist, which is
So
a
here's the
mix
thing that
of
confuses
both
me.
of us. Keep an eye out for that collection releasing on July 8th.
They have
We'll see you
the Houndmaster weapon. They literally have the Houndmaster weapon. The one that like pulls out, but it's a Huntress skin.
Look at that.
It's cool though. It is
Couple
cool.
of concepts here of what you just saw.
That's awesome. I like the artist skin.
And we're going to keep it rolling because this show doesn't have a limited time. So next up is something from the extended world of Dead by Daylight.
Oh.
Can you tell us about this one?
So last year, Supermassive Games released the casting of Frank Stone, which explored the origins of a brand new killer. This year, Frank Stone in his
Jesus Christ.
his transformed state will be entering the entity's trials as a cool new legendary outfit for the Trapper.
Yeah. Wait, I want to see it there.
You can look for the Frank Stone's champion
I
outfit
can barely
to
see
be
it.
released in September.
That'd be cool.
And just as a note, if you played the game, you know that's a screenshot from the casting of Frank Stone. It's not an in-game shot just yet from Dead by Daylight.
it's not.
That is
Oh,
what
okay.
it's based on. So stay
Oh, okay,
tuned
that
for
makes sense
that
then.
one. All right, last one. Oh, actually, before I go on, in case you haven't played the casting of Frank Stone, which I think you should, it is now 80% off right now. No excuse not to buy it.
No
go
excuse.
play that amazing game. And shout out to Supermassive.
I can think of a few.
Okay, last one that Rose has brought for us today is adding some new outfits to an existing fan favorite collection.
Yep,
Oh.
we're adding 2 new outfits to the Tomb Raider collection,
Oh.
both of which are releasing on August 5th. The first
Okay.
one is Laura's classic ensemble, which is the
I mean,
iconic-
yeah.
Tomb Raider, Lara Croft.
I mean, yeah, like, yeah.
Yep, this is
This
the
is the
iconic
Lara
look that
skin, right?
started it all for
That's
Tomb
cool.
Raider, and we're super happy to be bringing it to Dead by Daylight. We'll also be adding in another outfit, but we'll be sharing more news about that in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't ready yet. Just
Wasn't ready.
Fans will
Okay,
recognize
fine.
it, though.
That's true. Get hype. Thank you so much, Rose.
Would it be
I
another
told
Lara
you
skin, or
this
would it be like a
fine.
killer skin
FNAF is a
based
big
on like
deal, but
a?
these are a big deal too, right, guys?
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Some cool skins. Holy.
So there's plenty of other collections that are still going to be releasing. We just don't have a million years on the show to show you all of them. So stay tuned. Check out Dead by Daylight, our social media, and you can catch them there. And now, Rose, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
One of the 10 pixel fashion from the OG, or just
Folks,
like
now
have
you
a
gotta spend minute with
pixely
me. I'm sorry.
Lara Croft running around.
So we are here for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary, but we are also Behavior, a game studio that does other things, and we thought, why not just take just a minute to tell you about something cool that we're doing outside of Dead by Daylight. There is a desire
I'm joking.
from
I'm joking.
ourselves to help out and publish other smaller horror games where we can. And our first foray into that is with an amazingly cool little game, and it's called It Has My Face. Not my face, don't worry. So it is a first-person roguelite set in a dystopian city, and within the city you have to find and kill your own clone.
Oh.
If the clone doesn't kill you first. It Has My Face started as a game jam creation by Nightbite Studios, which is 2 people. And in fact, they have recorded a little message for us today just to introduce themselves. So let's go to that.
Hello everyone, I am Salih, founder of Nightbite Games and the lead developer of It Has My Face. The game actually started as a jam game around the theme of clones, and the response was amazing. After the jam, I kept working on it for years, and later my brother joined the project. We are a tiny team making this really unique and awesome game with lots of love, so I hope you enjoy the game as much as we do making it every day. Thank you for your support and stay tuned for more news.
Bye-bye, random guy. What the hell? Okay. This doesn't even look awful. Like, this looks like a game that, like, will be, like, fun for, like, one stream. If it's, like, 20 quid, I'm not getting it, but, you know. This looks like a game for, like, 5 quid, maybe 7 quid that I would buy. But I would not pay, for, like, I would not pay, like, 20 quid for it. How much is it?
So you
How
can
much
actually
is
head to
it?
Steam right now if you want to check out the demo of It Has My Face and wishlist it. It's going to be in early access later this year. One last thing from the extended world of behavior. Who has heard of Red Hook Studios, the creators of Darkest Dungeon? Yeah.
Not me.
Well, they are also doing their anniversary stream today from PAX. It is later today, in fact, the anniversary for Darkest Dungeon 2. It's at 6 p.m. right here from PAX if you want to check it out. It's not at PAX. I'm lying, but it's today. I'm at PAX, and my brain is melted. Red Hook's second anniversary stream for Darkest Dungeon 2 is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check it out on Twitch at Red Hook Studios. I believe we're even going to be hosting it on our own channel, so if you're lazy, you can just stay here. And that's your Eric Pope interlude. We're going to get back to the fun action now with Dave Richard. Dave, come out here.
Is it the Chooser and Chapter thing? I'm a little bit worried about it. I'm really worried about it. We'll see what they say.
Dave.
I'm a bit worried
I gotta
though.
readjust myself. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
All right, Dave. We got a clock counting us down, so we're gonna zip through this. But this is an awesome one. This one is my personal favorite thing of the entire show. And
As it should, yes.
It is. So it's a new original chapter coming.
Yep.
A new killer. New survivor. And that's kind of all we know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this chapter because you have not created it yet.
Interesting. What does that mean? What does that mean, Dave?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so obviously we have an amazing community. They have a lot of creativity. We've seen it in, homemade killers and some pitches online, how to balance the game, everything. So we want to be able to create a chapter from scratch with all of you, building every step from pre-production to the end of the process.
Yeah, so it's going to lead us up to our 10th anniversary. It's going to be an awesome experience that we're going to get. It's a long experience, too. We really want you to experience what it's like to build a whole chapter. So, Dave, I'm super excited about this. How did this idea germinate and come about?
Well, we've been thinking about it for quite a bit. We wanted to make sure that we could do this right. And I think we found the right format.
I think so. So do you want to talk about the format, or do you want to tease it a little more?
I guess. Okay. So basically, what we want to do is we will not go just, hey, let's get comments online and do something people suggest. We want to make sure that we give you the right choices to build this so that we end up with something extraordinary that everybody will love. And so we are using a choose your own adventure format for this. Matt is like, ooh, Matt's impressed backstage. Thank you, Matt.
We have some folks here pretty young, might not know what choose your own adventure is.
Yeah, so I mean, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a series of books, and you read a story, there's a great narrative, and then you have a choice to make at every page that will bring you either to the dungeon, to open the door, and then you go to that other page of the choice you've made until you die horribly or get out of the book. So we want to do something similar for building the character. So a strong narrative that will bring you into the creation of these creature, killer, survivor, whatever.
And so every week or 2 or 3, depending on how busy Dave is, you as a community get to vote on certain choices.
I just don't
build from step by step each of these characters.
You got to understand. It's just gonna be a. It's just gonna be a.
I think the
Like everyone fighting. You know.
Choices and,
everyone's gonna fight. You know, one of the choices is gonna win.
Give an example of what they might look like. Those choices.
People are gonna be upset.
So,
you know.
Let's take a killer, for example. We would start with the eye-level fantasy of who this character is. So, for example, we might ask, would you prefer to have a killer that's grounded into reality? Would you prefer a supernatural character, otherworldly character? And so we have these
otherworldly.
And then, based on the top vote, we move on to in the story. And so we would define a little bit more precisely. So, for example, if the top vote is supernatural, then maybe the other choice would be: is it an undead character? Is it a person that has occult supernatural powers, and so on, until we'll define it, the whole fantasy, the narrative, and of course the power as well.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do the same for Survivor, right?
They better not
Absolutely.
let
of
the
course, Survivor don't have
community
powers, but they have perks to define. They have
choose
rich
the
backstory.
power,
Why
right?
Do we empathize with
Like,
them?
if they just choose
so
the design of the
you'll
killer,
get
then
to
fair enough. If they
force
choose the
into
power, yeah, that'll be a bit of an
what
issue.
relationship they have and how it defined this survivor.
Because I know if the community decided on one power all at once, it'll be the most boring killer of all time. I bet.
Maybe the next week or the next time we check in a couple weeks, you'll see the results of your previous vote. Okay, now we have an otherworldly killer, and then you move on from there. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. You got it. But there is a twist.
Oh.
So just like in the Choose Your Own Adventure books, of course, you can always peek at the different choice to cheat, to get the best thing you want for you. So in our process, we'll have twists like this. One, for example, is a change your fate mechanic. So we will always give you the padding choice of the top winning choice that you voted on and the runner-up. So you'll be able to see all of these different possibilities, and maybe we'll change path along the way. So there's a lot of question there. There's a lot of steps, and for killers right now, as we designed this, we're over 1,000 different possibility of ending killers. So it's going to be pretty.
That's
exciting.
pretty cool.
You should see the crazy flowchart Miro board.
Will that be the September chapter or no?
So
Because September's original Killing Survivor.
The whole production
But it wouldn't be that quick with it,
production
so
will
it'd
start
probably
with
be next year or something.
fantasy, teams, etc. And then when we finish this, we won't stop for production. We will involve you in production as well. So anytime that usually in a chapter creation, we get to decide which outfit, which weapon is going to use, we see different concept and we choose the best one, we will involve you into that. So for example, for the killer's weapon, we would show you 3 different concepts of weapons with lore attached, the reasoning why the killer would use this, and you will vote on the one you want in the final product.
They should just ask me,
It's a big experiment that I'm psyched to take you through.
Oh, it'll be for year 10 anniversary? Oh, did they actually say that? Oh, I must have missed it, my bad.
Development is, but we want you to take the ride with us for once instead of just waiting for the result. So I think this will be cool.
We'd love to be able to have more PTBs along the way too, so that you can also play the prototypes, which is something that you don't usually see.
Yep. So
I mean,
Matt's excited. Yeah, so
that's kind of cool,
our 10th
but people,
anniversary, we're almost a
I know
year-
the
yearish from
community.
now.
That's what I'm gonna say.
It's all
I
about
know the
you,
community.
So that's a really nice thematic way to build up towards it throughout the year.
The community is full of
So it's
a
gonna take
lot of good
while.
people,
It's gonna be a
100%. But
super
you know,
nice adventure. Can't wait to see what you will choose, what you will build. We've done some internal tests, and every time we ended up with a different concept, which was amazingly interesting. And yeah, we want to have this available for our 10th anniversary year, so sometime in 2026.
Yeah, it's been super fun testing it internally. Dave's essentially been our dungeon master as we create this new character. It's super cool. So
it's cool. It's cool
we're not
though.
gonna wait
I
too
like
long
it.
to get started. Just hang tight another couple weeks, and our first vote will roll out, and then we'll just go on from there. We can do pretty much what we want. We keep coming up with questions during this process, like, oh, what should we do for this? And the answer keeps coming back, well, whoa, let's let the community
I'm back. Did I
choose.
miss anything?
So right down to the name of the chapter, you know,
yeah.
we're talking about everything. So we'll
You
see.
missed. You
We'll
missed.
see you out
I mean, it
there.
depends on
So
how
keep an
long
eye
you've
out
been
on
gone.
our socials so that you know when it starts and you get to vote on the first choice.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave,
Hey, no problem.
for joining us one more time. Thank you.
Thank you, Bax.
Miss it all, dude.
We're shockingly
I've been
on
gone an
time,
hour. Well,
and,
I guess you missed the
that means I
FNAF
get to
thing,
make
right?
a merch shout out. Let's see that merch, folks. Matt's making his way out here. You can maybe still get some, so it's not this one, the merch down at the booth, but that's selling out fast. And this you can get on the shop
Any
right
highlights?
now.
A sort of video
on the
teaser.
EV
So
shop.
yeah, FNAF with a pizzeria map.
Yeah, hi Matt, why are you here?
Witcher collection.
Yeah, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Normally, this is the bit.
He's actually
of the
Matt
show
doing the
if you've
voice lines
watched
for the
anniversary once or
legendary
twice,
skin,
where
which
you
is going to
figure,
be the
oh,
movie Springtrap
gotta be something
with the
that comes
mask off.
after,
So
right?
it's Matthew
But
Lillard is actually
this
in
case,
Dead by Daylight.
We've tried to do things a little differently this year. So
Because we heard Gordjiro was going to attend, and we're like, cancel it. Let's not do anything special for this one.
So if you
Yeah, Rob, I feel like it's something I can't really like just say to you. I feel like you have to watch it back.
We've already told you what the license coming after Five Nights at Freddy's is. So
you already told them throughout the show.
Yeah, there's
But you already-
been a bunch of clues hidden throughout our broadcast, a bunch of hints. So I want you to put on your tinfoil hats. Polly, we're
yeah,
looking at you.
I'll let Twitter do it. I'll let Twitter do it.
And then give us our best
I think it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
speculations and theories on what you think it is. Actually, anybody here knows?
Shrek.
Shrek is what was shouted from the crowd if you're watching at home.
I think Shrek is in the maybe pile.
He's not even joking.
So yeah.
They did say
Go on our
supernatural
socials,
weird high
tag
amounts,
us,
weirdly
and
high amount of
give
times,
us
did they?
Your best speculations and your
Dude, you
best
guys pay attention
guesses.
a lot
We
more
will
than
let
me.
you know if you were right.
We
Go
heard-
back, watch the show.
We heard they like teasers, right? So let's do some teasing of what the next chapter is
There you
instead
go.
of just shouting it at you on a stage. Shout out to the Binding of Isaac, actually. They were just talking about us on Twitter, yeah. But it's not that.
You're not
I
supposed
know
to.
who it is. I worked out the
No,
puzzle.
You're not supposed to. All
It's
right,
definitely
well,
Springtrap.
one last time, thank you again
Yeah.
so very much.
Springtrap is a survivor. It's not
been
supernatural.
an absolute pleasure,
I might have to
Boston,
talk to you then.
Massachusetts.
I might have to talk to you then.
We do have another stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay works and all that.
That'll
Stay
be next
tuned.
week. No, actually, but please.
And come see us at the booth afterwards. Yeah, we'll be happy to hug and shake
It's in the
hands.
roadmap, the grayed out letters.
Cheers.
Wait, really? No way. Why is Rick and Morty playing? Ta-da! That's it. Good stream though, good stream, holy.